Imagine checking your bank account one day and realizing something strange. Your total net worth just crossed $100,000. For years, this number felt huge, almost impossible. You imagined that when you finally reached it, life would feel completely different. Less stress, more freedom, maybe even a little rich. But then it happens. You reach 100K, and surprisingly, your life looks almost exactly the same. You still go to work, bills still show up, and your daily routine doesn't magically change. So if nothing dramatic happens, why do so many investors say the first $100,000 is the hardest? And what actually changes when you reach this milestone? Most people believe building wealth works like climbing stairs. You earn money, save some of it, repeat for years, and eventually you reach financial freedom. But real wealth doesn't grow like stairs. It grows more like a snowball rolling down a hill. At the beginning, the snowball barely moves. You push and push, but it feels slow. This is where most people quit, because the progress feels too small to matter. Saving $300 a month doesn't feel powerful. Seeing $5,000 in savings doesn't feel life-changing. Even $20,000 might just feel like a safety cushion. But something subtle begins to change as your money grows. Let's imagine someone named Alex. Alex spends a few years saving and investing money. At first, Alex has $10,000 invested. If those investments grow about 7% per year, that's only about $700 in growth. Nice, but not life-changing. Now fast forward, Alex reaches $100,000 invested. At the same 7% growth rate, Alex's investments could grow about $7,000 in a year, without Alex doing anything. No extra shifts, no overtime, no side hustle. Just money quietly growing in the background. And this is where the game begins to change. Before this point, almost all progress came from Alex's effort. But after this point, the money itself begins helping. It's like pushing a car that finally starts rolling downhill. Something else changes at this stage too.
Your relationship with money. Before building savings, money feels fragile. Every expense feels risky. A broken phone or car repair can completely disrupt your finances. But once someone builds a meaningful financial cushion, the pressure begins to drop. You stop thinking only about spending money and start thinking about growing money. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" you start asking, "How can I invest more?" That mental shift is powerful because wealth building isn't just about numbers, it's about how you think about money. Here's something interesting most people don't expect. Wealth often feels slow for a long time, then suddenly it feels faster. The jump from 0 to 10K feels huge. 10K to 50K feels hard. But once investments start growing, numbers begin moving faster. Because every year your money is building on top of itself. Your returns earn returns. And over time, this creates financial momentum. The snowball finally starts rolling. But here's the important part. Reaching 100K doesn't make someone rich. It doesn't solve every financial problem. What it really proves is something much more valuable. It proves that your financial system works. You've learned how to earn money, control spending, consistently save, and invest for the future. Those habits matter far more than the number itself. Because once the system works, the numbers usually keep growing. If you're early in your financial journey, here's the key idea. The beginning will feel slow, painfully slow. Your first few $1,000s take effort. Your first 10K takes discipline. And your path to 100K may take years. But the goal isn't speed. The goal is consistency. Because once the system is in place, time starts doing the heavy lifting. Most people think wealth begins when they reach a certain number, 100K, 500K, maybe even 1 million. But wealth doesn't really begin with a number. It begins with a habit. The habit of turning income into assets again and again for years. And the moment that habit becomes automatic, that's when the real shift happens. Because once the snowball starts rolling, it gets harder and harder to stop.